Hello guys. So you got a C4 Corvette with the original stereo in it, and from what I found out, changing that stereo out, it's not impossible, but it is a huge pain in the butt. Why? Because it has the controller unit, which is the part you push the buttons on right there, right? But then under that dash over there, it's got the tuner and basically the brains of the unit is under there, and it's buried up in there, and it's really a pain in the butt. Now I'll probably eventually do that, but in the meantime, I wanted to have something that I could hook up my phone to and hear some music without, you know, using the radio or whatever. Just use it to stream music, and there's not an auxiliary port. So what are you gonna do, right? Nobody wants to get one of those cassettes that goes in there and has a wire attached to it, right? Who wants to get that? They never sound good. So I was just searching around on Amazon. I was like, what can I do to get this? And I ran across this. Yes, it is a cassette, but it has no wires. It's actually a Bluetooth deal, and the reviews on it were surprisingly good. So in between time of me changing out the stereo and putting the real one in, I figured we'd give this a shot and see if it's worth having or not. Probably not, but you know, we'll find out. So I'm gonna put her in there and see what happens. And by the way, I turned it on, and I turned my Bluetooth on my phone. It found it right away, and I said pair with it, and it said okay, we're paired. And so very easy, and it's Arsvita. So what I want to do is put this in there, see if I can get some noise out of it, and then I'll play you some stuff that is my music, so there's no copyright. But I'll also give you a review on, I'll stream some music offline, just because, you know, they give you copyright claims if you do it online. So I'll stream some music, and I'll let you know how it sounds. So I'll be back in just a minute once we get her hooked up and put in. I don't even know if my cassette player works, by the way, so maybe I should have checked that before I ordered this, but you know, whatever. I guess I can always send this back. But hopefully my cassette deck works. I've never put a cassette in it to find out. So fingers crossed, here we go. So you can't hear any of the humming with the music actually playing. When it's off, you can hear the motor going, and that's normal. No big there. It thinks it's playing a cassette right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stream from Spotify off camera, so I can see how that actual music sounds as compared to what I'm used to listening to, and then I'll be back and I'll tell you what I think about this thing, whether it's worth getting or not.
Seeing through my tears, 'cause it's the same
that was the audio straight from the car. And that's a song I got here on YouTube. I wrote it in 1990. Well, I recorded it in 98. It's a little bit old and dated now, but if you want to listen to it, it's on YouTube. I'll put a link down in the description. But that was through the device, Arsvita MP3 cassette tape adapter. Straight through the car stereo. Alright, so I turned it off. I listened to the radio, and I just happened to find a song on Spotify that was playing that I could stream while switch back and forth from the radio to the device. And surprisingly, the device was louder and clearer than the radio. The radio seemed to have more bass and boominess to it, but the device, Arsvita, or whatever it's called there, let me see if I can get it out. Yep, she came out. That's amazing. So this device was actually clearer and louder than the radio. If you don't have anything streaming, it seems to make a hum. Like if you just turn off your streaming stuff and close the app, it makes a hum from the speakers, but should be no reason to worry about that, because if you turn off the app you're streaming from, you're going to be listening to something else, you're going to have the radio off, so that's kind of doesn't even matter. So I'm going to have to give this thing a thumbs up. I mean, obviously it is not a permanent solution. You want to put, you know, one of the real nice new radios in here and get it all working with everything. You know, because you can stream and answer calls. That's one thing you can't do with this one. You cannot answer calls with it. Okay? So, and this thing does, if you're not hooked up to it, it'll turn itself off. So you don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it off for right now. So you can leave it in there and go away, and if it's not hooked to anything, it recognizes that it doesn't have a signal and it turns off, which is something even cooler. So for a temporary solution, or for you guys out there that want to keep your Corvettes or your old cars with cassettes in them original, factory original, and you don't want to change anything, this is a good solution because it works. I'm surprised. And I'm an audiophile. I mean, I play music, singer, songwriter, and I play guitar, and I do a lot of recording stuff, so I listen to stuff pretty critically. And this was surprisingly good for $20. I got to give it the big 2 thumbs up. Here's one, here's the other. I can't do my other hand, obviously, it's holding the camera. So anyway, that's a Arsvita from Amazon. Yep, Arsvita. ABCA-02B as in Baker. So, yep, 20 bucks at Amazon. Go get it. Unless you're going to change your radio right now. It'll hold you over, I promise. Alright, I'm out.